This is going to be our second video in solving applications involving installment loans. I'm just going to work on problem 21 from 10.4. It's a little bit more complicated to explain, so I'm going to do that in its own video. So Xing Shen Chern's credit card company determines his minimum monthly payment by adding all new interest to 1% of the outstanding principal. The credit card company charges an interest rate of 0.038559% per day. On March 18th, Xing used his credit card to purchase airline tickets for his family for $2,800. He made no other purchases during March, used the given information and the rule that minimum payments are rounded up to the nearest dollar to answer parts A and B below. So the first thing that I want to do is take 1% of this purchase that he made, as that's going to be his minimum payment for March. So for part A, we have 1% of $2,800 is going to be $28. So that's going to be my answer here for part A. Now on April 1st, instead of making the minimum payment, Xing paid $300, assuming there's no additional charges or cash advances. Determine Xing's minimum payment on May 1st. So for part B, we're going to calculate the difference here that we had 2,800 minus the 300 that was paid times the interest rate here is 0.000385559 when we convert that to a decimal, times the number of days that are in April, which is going to be 30. So get your calculator out for that. That's going to be 2,500 times 0.000385559 times 30. And I get 28.91925 for my calculator. And so we need to round that to the nearest cent. So that's going to be 28.92. And now we're going to take 1% of the amount that was the remaining balance. So 1% of the $2,500 that remained is $25. And we need to add these two numbers together here. So $25 plus 28.92 is going to give us 53.92, and that's going to be the minimum payment for April, because there was a balance that was carried all month, as well as the fact that there was an outstanding balance. All right, so that is it. We'll learn some other techniques to deal with credit card payments and things in other courses, but this is just a very surface level idea for you to understand that this is an open-ended credit account where you can keep making purchases and so on. We didn't keep making purchases here, so we didn't have to account for that. But there's a average daily balance uh, technique where you keep track of when payments were made and how long a particular balance was carried and so on and so forth. That is more like what you would actually need to know to figure out how your credit card statement probably works for your bank or your credit card company. So next time we will come back and we will start talking about 10.5. And that will be the end of chapter 10. After that, we'll be done with our financial math and we'll be going into some statistics. We'll see you for those next videos.